We know the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT V2 is coming. There were some very significant leaks that look pretty darn legit. If you want to feel old, GPRO X SUPERLIGHT came out in 2019, which means this year it turns 4 years old. Which actually tells us two things. Number one, it is definitely due for an upgrade. I mean, god damn it still has micro USB. And number two, the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT was an impressive release when it first came out. So impressive that even in 2023, it's unbelievably competitive. So I'm here to solve the dilemma for you Logitech fanboys or just people looking at this mouse. In 2023, should you buy the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT? The answer is it all boils down to price. So the MSRP for the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT is $150 US. And I am willing to bet the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT V2, considering it took 4 years to develop, probably will have a price spike because we're in an inflationary market, and probably will come in at like what, $180 US, a $30 US increase. If we look at the price drop that happened on the GPRO X when the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT came out in 2019, we will notice that the MSRP of the GPRO X was down by about 30 to 40% when the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT came out, to basically give like a 40 to 50 USD price difference. AKA, the GPRO X was at 800 USD, while the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT was at 150 USD. I have a feeling the price gap is going to be similar, which means if the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT V2 comes out at like 180 USD, GPRO X SUPERLIGHT MSRP will likely be moved down to 130 USD. Because this mouse is old, it's very common, and there's great amounts of supply for it, often going for sale as low as $120 US. And if you can get it at that price, I would seriously consider it, even though the V2 is going to be coming out replacing it very soon. Because realistically, what is that V2 going to bring? It's going to bring a new sensor and possibly some new technologies with it, sure. But are those improvements in sensor tech and wireless performance going to even be noticeable? GPRO X SUPERLIGHT is already capable of winning almost any FPS tournament in the world, so sensor performance and wireless performance shouldn't be a factor of consideration. That V2 is also probably going to maybe bring some improved switches, possibly optical switches. The thing is though, we don't know whether these optical switches will feel as good as what we have on the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT. And Logitech are very good at making mice, so they'll probably be able to pull it off. But is the additional cost going to be worth optical switches that technically don't double click when the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT already has very little complaints about double clicking issues in the first place? And of course the V2 is going to have USB-C. But if you're planning to use PowerPlay or get a PowerPlay dock, or you just simply don't care that it's micro USB, paired with the fact that it still has really excellent battery life, even if the V2 will ape its battery life, no idea if it would, this is just guesswork on my front, is it really going to be worth price increase, that extra money you spend? I think the answer is likely going to be no. So if you are looking for a quality claw grip gaming mouse that is going to be suitable for medium to large hands to claw grip and for smaller hands to palm grip, though I personally don't recommend palm gripping this mouse, there are better options than this or that, the GPRO X SUPERLIGHT is still looking like a very interesting option if you can get it on sale at less than $120 US, because I have a feeling the MSRP after the V2 comes out is going to land at about 120 or 130 USD. So if you can get it less than that, probably a decent deal. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope that was useful consumer advice, a rarity on my channel, I know. Subscribe. Bye.